Hi, good morning. Hi, Lori, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Good.
I'm ready.
Perfect.
Okay.
Let's do it. All right, let me have you go ahead and just change into this for me. Just everything from the waist up.
So I'm here in the offices of Houston Plastic and Reconstructive Surgery. You've seen me here before. My friend Dr. Fred Aguilar has done Botox in different places, and I've shown you those videos. Lori, the esthetician here, did my laser hair removal. We've had, what, about 5 sessions
5 sessions,
now?
yes.
And I barely have a hair there, so I'm loving it. And during our time and getting to know one another, we've talked about the IPL laser, which really intrigued me because as long as I can remember, I have been covered in spots from my arms up to my chest. I loved the sun as a teenager, but now it's not loving me, and I wanted to get rid of it. So Lori told me that it might be good for me to come in and give IPL a try. So tell everybody
Absolutely.
what IPL is.
So we use the Luminous M22.
Right.
IPL stands for Intense Pulse Light. Basically, what we're going to do on you, on your chest, you have several brown spots, sun damage, it starts to creep up on you. So what the M22 does is it targets the melanocytes and it aggravates them, kind of brings them to the surface, and then they're going to slough off over a period of about 3 to 5 days. So you'll need to come in once every 4 weeks or so for about 4 to 6 treatments. We'll be able to tell as we go along.
Okay.
And then you'll be nice
Spot
and even.
free?
Yes, absolutely.
Wow, hard to believe. I've never seen it, so I can't even imagine. What's the difference between IPL and Photo Facial? Is it the same?
Same thing.
Okay,
Both
so just a different
non-ablative.
name. Got it. And tell everybody what happens after the process.
So you are going to feel like you have a little bit of a sunburn today when you leave. The spots are immediately going to become darker as you'll kind of see them become darker as we go along. They're going to slough off over the next 3 to 5 days. You're going to have some redness, so be prepared for that. Some people do tend to swell minimally, but nothing too drastic or uncomfortable or unsightly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And from what I understand, I probably need a little numbing cream because it's
Yes.
not the most pleasant feeling procedure.
Yes, it doesn't feel great. It's
Yeah.
going to feel, once again, like hot rubber band snapping against
Okay.
the skin. So we'll apply that. We'll let it sit on for about 20-25 minutes, and then we'll get started.
Okay.
No allergies to benzocaine, lidocaine, or tetracaine?
Nope, not at all.
Right, so here comes a little bit of cold, okay?
The cold before the heat.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
The less you feel, the better. Just smear this on over.
Okay. No peeking.
I'm going to take
it?
these off. Yep, that's it for the numbing process. So we'll go ahead and we'll start your arms.
Okay.
And we'll do your arms first while this is numbing, and then
Right.
we'll wipe off the numbing cream and do your chest.
Okay.
Your
these are
cool
heavy.
goggles, yes.
Wow.
These are a little different than last time.
Are.
Okay, here comes cold.
Okay.
We'll start on your upper arms. So no major events this weekend, correct?
No, and I'll be
Okay.
wearing long sleeve shirts for a while.
Good, good. Really important, if you get your nails done this weekend, do not put your hands into those little UV lights.
That's good to know.
Okay.
UV light.
Alrighty. So as far as the process is concerned,
Right.
really, really bright light, okay? It's gonna feel like a hot rubber band snap against the skin. I'll ask you throughout the process about where you are on a pain scale, 1 through 10, okay? 10 being unbearable.
Okay.
Okay, should kind of live around like a 5 or 6.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Really bright light, okay?
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2. How you
Not
doing,
bad.
okay?
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, where are you at?
2.
Perfect. You have a high pain threshold
I
though.
do. I think I really do.
You really do though.
Oh, that's no big deal.
Looks beautiful.
So how big of an area is it zapping?
I'll show you the crystal here in just 1 second.
Okay.
But there's different tips
Right.
that we can use with this handpiece. So if you have just one small little freckle,
Right.
we can just zap that one. But since you have
Yeah. Well,
a couple.
For me, it's more than a couple. You're being very
Yeah.
generous. But it's a patch, and I guess a lot of women have this, where it's a combination of lighter spots and then a few darker ones in
Correct.
the mix. And so in a case like that, it kind of makes sense to knock it all out, right?
Exactly. Make it nice and even.
Right. Now, do you need different levels of intensity when you're doing that?
So you are going to see the greatest results after your first 2 sessions.
Okay.
However, you are going to need the 4th, 5th, and 6th treatment as well.
Really?
3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, because we're treating the lesions at various depths.
Levels. I see. So there are a lot of women probably thinking this is a one-time deal, and it's very clear that it's not. Talk about when women should do this. Obviously, you don't want to do it in the spring or summer as you're heading into
Yes.
the sun months.
Great. Yes. So you're going to want to do it in fall, winter months.
Right.
Less sun. You want long sleeves. You don't
Yeah.
want to be out on the beach immediately after your treatment.
Right.
You still doing okay?
Yeah, fine. How long has the IPL been out?
IPL has been out for ages.
while, right?
Yes. So it's going to treat sun damage. It's also going to treat redness. So spider veins, broken capillaries, rosacea. It's good for those
Oh, wow.
conditions as well.
Okay. So I guess a lot of women get this on their face.
Absolutely.
For that reason. I didn't realize it did all of that. Is there any person who's not a candidate for IPL?
Skin types 1 through 4 tend to be the best candidates.
Okay.
Skin types 5 and 6, I will do a test spot. Usually skin type 6s
Right.
are not good candidates for IPL.
Okay.
Looks great. I'm gonna go ahead and get all that gel off of you.
Okay.
But these spots, if you lift up your arm, do you see how they're already darker?
Yes.
They're taking on that coffee ground appearance.
Okay.
All right, beautiful. Let's go ahead and work on that next arm.
Okay, perfect. I'm amazed at how quickly it goes. I guess I thought maybe the applicator would be smaller.
Smaller. If we're using that smaller crystal, it does take a little bit longer, but with this big one,
We cover more area because I got more area to cover is what we're saying.
we're good to go.
Let's be truthful about this.
Yes.
It just feels like a warm zap, like you said.
Like a hot needle stick.
Yeah, but not even that bad. But maybe it's like you said, I've got a pretty high threshold for pain, so I'm not feeling it as much as maybe somebody else would. So I want to be realistic about that because it could be more intense for someone else.
Yes.
Probably is. How long does it take before the dark spots start to flake off?
Typically about 3 to 5 days. On your arms, on your chest, it's going to take a little bit longer.
Okay.
You have a little bit more damage on there.
Yeah.
So probably about 7 to 10 days.
Thanks for keeping it real, Lori.
Yes.
Thank you.
I try to always.
That's true. Are there things that I should not put on my skin after this?
So you're going to want to stay away from your body exfoliators, your AHAs, things like that. I do encourage you to put on sunscreen,
Okay.
even in the fall. All right, now we get to do your chest.
Okay.
Get your numbing off,
Okay.
and there have been no self-tanners. Okay. No retinol products the past week.
No, at least I hope not.
I'll be able to tell pretty quickly.
Oh, okay, great. And a lot of laser treatments are being used on the neck now. I get so many women who ask about that.
Yes.
And so I know there's Thermi Smooth, which is something that you can do for the neck area, which is a bump up when creams are no longer doing anything.
Next step is Thermi Smooth.
Right.
For sure. It uses radio frequency technology to tighten the skin, to stimulate your body's collagen response. So it helps with fine lines, excess sagginess that starts to happen, especially underneath the chin.
Got it.
All right, adjust your settings here.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and turn your head this way for me. Perfect. You got this.
I got this.
Here we go, okay? Deep breath, ready? 1, 2. Beautiful.
It's really not that bad for me. I
Good.
feel it more here than the arms, but still not
Not bad.
excruciating. No.
1 to 10, where are you at heat-wise? 10 being the hottest.
4,
4, perfect. How about right throughout here?
5.
Yeah,
Is that normal?
that's normal. It's about to get a little bit, yeah, look up real high for me.
Yeah, it feels like It feels like a shot of heat, like she said, sort of a rubber band sensation, a little snapping feeling, and really hot, very quick. But then immediately after, it subsides because she's moving on to the next spot. But it doesn't all stay intense as it's happening. You know, I feel it dying down. A hot sting would be the best way to describe it. Especially more up toward the collarbone where the skin is thinner. Still, for me, manageable. I'm still able to have a conversation with you. It's definitely more uncomfortable up here, but I wouldn't say it's brutal.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Go ahead and look up real high. I'm going to get these couple of brown spots that you have on your neck.
Okay. I'll be going out on a date with my husband. He'll say, "Hey, why are you in a turtleneck with a scarf, gloves?
All covered
Where
up.
are you?"
What is happening?
That's okay. The price for beauty,
No pain, no
no
gain.
pain, no gain. It's
Exactly.
true. I don't care what they say.
Looks great. You're
Good.
looking just like I want you to.
Perfect.
Already darker. You are going to start to feel really hot here, probably in about 7 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
That's normal.
Okay.
That will subside in about 20 or 30 minutes.
Okay. So we know that this covers spots. You said it's also good for rosacea.
Rosacea, spider veins, broken capillaries around the nose.
But it's not for wrinkles.
It does. There
It
is
helps
a
a little bit?
Resurfix, a different handpiece that goes along with the M22 that does stimulate some collagen production,
Right.
but I tend to be more a fan of the microneedling with PRP
For that.
and the Thermi Smooth, the radio frequency
Got
tends
it.
to give better results.
What about for acne treatment?
So this will actually help. The M22 will help with the redness caused from the scars.
Okay. But it's so if somebody has acne scars, they could do it, but not if you're going through the acne phase, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
So sunscreen, really important immediately after treatment.
Okay.
We want to protect your skin from any and all kinds of sun exposure.
Right.
So after every session, I'll apply this on you, and then you will apply it at home
Okay.
whenever I'm not around.
Yes.
So we will even you out. The chest is a larger area. Your arms are obviously a larger area.
Right.
So throughout your 6 treatments, we will even you out. Okay.
Okay.
So it may be kind of like laser hair removal, a little patchy because
Right.
it is a larger spot.
Right.
We'll even you out as time
As
goes
we
on.
go by.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I'll be getting a treatment. Is it once a month? Mm-hmm. Okay. So we are in October, November, December, January, February, March. That's perfect.
And then in March, sunscreen always.
Always. I will not ruin the good work that you've done.
Yes. Please don't.
I won't.
Okay.
I'll be self-tanning up here. That's it.
Looks awesome. Perfect.
Okay, I survived. I feel the sunburn.
Good.
I feel like I'm red. What's my aftercare now?
So aftercare, no sun exposure, really important for the next 48 hours.
Okay.
Sunscreen anytime you go outside, if you're wearing short sleeve shirts. No heavy exfoliators, so no AHAs, no alpha hydroxy acids, no retinol for the next week.
Okay.
Okay. Once these start, they're already darker, but once they start to coffee ground up and slough off, it's really important. Don't pick them off.
Okay, good to know.
Okay,
'Cause
so when
a
you're
lot of us are pickers. You know, we
Yes.
see things and it's got to come off.
Don't pick them off.
Okay.
Just you can use a light loofah in the
Right.
shower and just kind of lightly kind of
A mild exfoliation.
exactly
Mild.
very, very mild.
Okay.
Just no picking and scratching.
Got it.
Okay.
And then can you use ice at all? Will you need ice for the heat or will it subside?
It's going to subside here in a little bit, about
Okay.
20 minutes or so. You can use ice if you feel like you need to.
Right.
Some people do. I think you're going to be okay.
Okay.
But you can if you want.
Okay. And then let's talk about price for this.
So pricing, you're looking at per treatment. Normally they're $400.
Right.
Right now we actually are running a special. They're BOGO. So you buy one get one for free.
So you're saying most women would need
Typically 6, depending.
Okay.
You are going to need 4 to 6, most likely 6. Yeah, especially on your chest. Your arms you may do better though.
Yeah, she's such a realist.
I try.
That's fine.
Yes.
Okay, so buy one, so then if you do 6, you're paying for 3.
Exactly.
Okay, and
Yeah.
it's 400 a pop. Well, that's get it 400 a pop. That's what it
Yeah.
feels like. But that's a good deal. Okay,
Yeah,
good to
absolutely.
know.
Perfect.
Lori, thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. Thank
Absolutely.
you for educating
Of course.
my audience
I'm happy
about
to.
this. And and I really appreciate it. And I am so excited by March to be able to look at my skin and not see all of these spots. You don't know how, maybe you do know how huge that is. You don't have any spots. I don't think you know. But this is very exciting. So
I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
You're
and
welcome.
I'll see you in a month.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Perfect.
Bye.